I'm going to switch this locker with someone. Do you understand? So just calm, like don't shout at anyone.
They have made Moncheri cry. All those responsible for this shall be punished. Diana, in your next diary room session, I need you to send me brother to bring bodyguards for you to come and protect you. We will not stand for this. Chichi, you're gonna hear from us. You guys, last night in the Big Brother house was chaotic. As in capital letter chaotic. A lot of things happened, both from the party to the house, and some things that are still brewing for later. I'm going to give you guys all the gist, all the tea. You know now, I've gathered all the gist, everything for you guys, from the party to the things that happen inside the house to the under duvet cuddling that we are now seeing in the house. So welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified every time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. First of all, new beds have been added to the black and white house, so the beds are now like together, which is enabling a lot of cuddling under the duvet, and I feel like we're going to get new couples that will form from this. Then they had a party last night. Let's just talk about some things that happened at the party. We had Adekunle. He was talking about the fact that Modella was giving him eye, like they were having eye contact, and he was saying that he wishes he was a playboy, that he would have just been able to like easily move on, but that if Modella moves to him, or if she shows any kind of interest in him, that he's gonna move on. Sharply.
As I'm here, I've been seeing Modella, our eyes have been catching my face. I'm just like I've been saying now, I'm like, it would have been so easy to just move on. I'm not that guy. Now, when like, if Modella shows that she likes Modella, I will move to her straight.
And he was also very excited. Like yesterday, his energy was high. He was actually also high. Like he drank a lot. So I'm like, okay, it's like this measure is really like he really likes it. Maybe because they are now so much more. Then the kind of energy and ginger that we were seeing at the garden last night during the party was on another level. It was almost as if everybody wanted to establish their presence. Like, okay, I am here. Like everybody was just being loud. Not everybody, but like most people were just like trying to show themselves in different ways. I'm like, this is gonna be very interesting. So we also had Amaka and Fire. They're having a conversation about like their situationship, and then with Diana in the mix, right? Apparently Diana met Amaka at the party last Saturday and was kind of trying to push her to go and confront Rachel concerning Fire. Like, oh, she was telling her to go and get her man, right? And Amaka wasn't really having it, or she didn't really go for it. So that's how Diana went to fight Rachel by herself. But I don't think she was going to fight Rachel because of Amaka. I think she was going to fight Rachel because she was just angry about like everything, and based on the fact that she likes Fire, she was not just comfortable with the whole situation. So she carried herself, go fight.
She's telling me I should go for my man. Now look at Rachel, like Rachel's trying to take my man. I don't see her as a competition, no, honestly. It's not that I mean, I just like to.
We're going to talk more on Amaka and Fire's situation much later. So we also had Phyna and Groovy. Phyna was asking Groovy whether he really likes her, that he should let her know, or whether he's playing her, and he was just telling her that he's not trying to play her. He was just talking about the fact that even with Beauty, he wasn't playing Beauty, that he didn't even try to move to Chomzy or anything when Beauty was around, that she should just more like be looking at his actions and all, that he's very intentional. All those plenty things, all those plenty talk. He was just giving her the talk. Later on, the thing that entered like mushy things. They now started kissing. I'm like, the number of things that we're gonna see in terms of people peppering others, or not peppering others, but like now we're going to have, as in the number of couples that will be in the house and everybody will be doing their thing. If you don't get your own boo, it's gonna be very hard. Also, we had Phyna and Chichi talking about Chomzy. So Phyna was telling Chichi that she saw Chomzy and Elo Swags kissing. That's this night that she when she was looking towards that area, she saw them kissing. Chichi was now saying that after she's gonna say that she's not for anybody. Then she now told Phyna about one time where somebody that said they saw Chomzy and Elo Swags doing stuff when she was drunk.
I don't belong to any boat.
The way Chichi was moving this night, it was almost like she was trying to form new alliances, and she's just like trying to build on different things, because I was like, What's all this? Even like this is the same Phyna that you said so much about last week. Called her market woman, Abishi and Ilebaye. This is the same Phyna, and then now this alliance is like, ha. What's happening? Nomination, no be your mate. I feel like because this is the first time that they are going to be facing the whole nominations, eviction stuff, the way they are moving is just like we need to form alliance with these people that have been up before. So in case, because that's what I was just saying tonight. Then we also had Dotun and Daniela. You guys know that Dotun said he likes Daniela, so they were having a conversation, but I don't think anything's going to happen there because of Khalid. Daniela has told them that she has, like, whatever she had with Khalid was really serious, and not just her other housemates, her other level mates are also protecting Khalid's situation because they're always reminding her, Daniela, you have Khalid though, stay clear, stay clear. So I don't know, Sha, let's be watching. These housemates will surprise you. Anything can happen with them, so let's just keep watching. Then we had Hermes and Alison. They were talking about their relationship dynamics, and Hermes was kind of proposing like an open relationship, more like telling Alison that she can be with whoever she wants to be with in the house, like any other guy. And Alison wasn't having it. She was saying that why would he be talking like that? That she should stop saying that it's irritating her, it's getting her furious and all. He was not like, okay, that at least he knows what she wants now, that he just wanted to know where her mind's at, all the way she wanted things to be.
Communication made you say that. I don't care what the cause is. All I'm insisting on is you telling me how to approach you. But that's what all I've been asking for. But without irritation, you've not said anything.
Hey, not a small open relationship. Hey, he just said that he's going to respect her wishes, that he just wanted to know what's up. And then she was not telling him that. So if they did not have this conversation, he would have been comfortable like going to any other babe and telling her that, oh, he's feeling her, and oh, he was like, yeah, that if not for the conversation, that before the conversation he didn't know that was not supposed to happen, because based on his past experiences now, he has had it that way.
If you go like tomorrow and got me like somebody else and you're like, oh, I feel like I like your vibe and I want to get to know you, but you don't feel like that's disrespectful. Yeah. Honestly, you said so. Honestly, you said so. I didn't feel like it was, because what I had until you, it was fine to have that.
I'm sure in your mind she was like, I don't enter one chance. She, you know, don't say that one chance you didn't enter before. Then he now spoke of getting jealous about like her being the way she was with Brian, because she was sitting down with Brian and having a conversation. He just talked about that, Sha. Then they now went inside. When they went inside, and I saw the way they were trying to arrange their lockers and everything, I just knew that you see trouble, fights, things are going to happen in this house. And they did not even waste so much time to start the actual fight of the night. Meanwhile, Chomzy and Phyna, they were having a conversation, and it was funny because Groovy was passing behind them when they were having a conversation. They were just talking about chill things, actually, like getting to know each other. I'm like, hey, okay, Chomzy and Phyna, they are close. I mean, they are getting close in this house. I said, okay, no problem.
During the last head of house game, as I was looking for her this year, it kind of affected my performance in that game.
People misunderstand me, though. I'm really free. I don't want to even carry somebody's matter on my mind.
It's just like me.
The closeness reached the level where Phyna was now shalaing to Chomzy, talking about beauty, talking about what happened between how she got with Groovy. I'm like, excuse me, what's this just for? She was just talking about beauty, how beauty moved to how she told Groovy earlier on that she liked Groovy, and then she brought Amaka into the mix, how she and Amaka, they were having an issue, how like things that were not even necessary. It was almost like she was throwing both Amaka and Beauty under the bus, which I didn't feel like it was cool and nice.
Amaka want to keep both in and get different. She want to keep two girls. So now when I follow on the talk, I'm on right and come because Amaka like you. Even though it was really funny, nothing in her friend, he likes me.
The conversation did not just make sense. At some point, it was now like she was trying to ward Chomzy off, because she was telling her about like, okay, like normally me, if you put body you go collect. The only time she's going to back off is if the guy says he doesn't want.
The only way I can back off is when the guy say Phyna, I don't want. But as long as the guy keeps saying Phyna, I want. Bro, if you put body you collect, normal, I won't get joy. I know the girl, she call me hypocrite. I want to say, if I survive on Sunday eviction, you go tell me the meaning of that hypocrite.
He loved me, I love him. These people don't learn. They do not learn. I don't even understand what's going on with the ladies this season. Even the guys, it's like, oh, if this one doesn't work, you're after this one. But the ladies are more vocal about it, which is making it very, very annoying. Like, relax. Then we had Chichi that was complaining, talking. She started in the locker room to complain about how Diana put her things in Deji's locker. They were not really answering her there. She now left and went to talk to Phyna in the kitchen. She was telling Phyna about the whole situation. She also mentioned that she saw Diana, Doe, and Alison talking about Deji on Saturday. Then she now said the real thing that I think was worrying her. She said that Deji just came to meet her and was telling her that he secured a bed for her, that she was thinking that they would sleep on the same bed. And before you know, she started getting emotional. She was like, maybe she's the one that is after this guy.
This is nothing that I was second beautiful more. That thing already told me something, alright. Even if why you think not matter, let's get to sleep together tonight. I don't want anyone to come in shoeless.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro.
She was actually hurt by the situation, like her situation that was going on with Deji at the time, and I feel like that's what really triggered her entire reaction from tonight, which is the same thing that happened between herself and Adekunle the other day. She was looking for where to vent, so she just explained the whole situation to Phyna. While she was explaining to Phyna, Phyna was looking at Chomzy and Groovy, and Chomzy was just laughing. And Chomzy was having a conversation with Groovy, and Chomzy was laughing. Phyna was not telling her she should be laughing small. I said, now wow.
I don't pay attention. I knew this person about like the
Chomzy, Sophie laugh, oh, Sophie laugh. Sophie laugh.
This one is going to be worse than Beauty. Oh, this situation is going to be worse than Beauty. The only difference is that maybe she might not get violent, but like, ha. Okay, oh, the same Chomzy. Then later on, we had Chichi. She went to explain the same thing to Amaka. She was just talking. Amaka was not even looking very interested in the gist. Amaka that likes gist, she wasn't looking interested in the gist. Amaka was just like trying to solve the situation because she's also friends with Diana, right?
Definitely, every day she'll be looking for one particular thing in that locker. Like she'll be looking for something. Me, I'm coming for war. Like, bring fire or bring storm. It's that simple. It's period. I'm not yet.
She now went back to her bed and just kept talking, just saying things that I didn't even understand, things from nowhere. Now, Deji was giving an account of the actual situation. He said that he even took the locker space from Diana. Diana had her own locker space. So he took the locker space from Diana and kept it for Chichi. Then he now wanted himself and Diana to share locker space, right? Because he wanted Chichi to have her own space. So he chanced Diana, and then now we have Chichi that is gingering for no apparent reason. So he was talking to Chomzy, and then Chomzy was now talking about the fact that they were not talking about the fact that okay, they are not a good match based on their personalities and all.
So what's the ideal thing for me to do? Tell Diana to come and share my space.
That's what I'm saying. That
You
I
get
don't
it?
see you in
That's
such
the thing
drama.
now, because-
Personality doesn't just correspond with
Do you
such thing,
understand?
but
Because that was my fear initially now. But you're not the one that was saying, my friend. Anything that happens.
Chomzy, no small thing, you know. In fact, in the entire this situation that was happening tonight, Chomzy was like boldly against Chichi. Their friendship is about to go really south. So when Phyna heard what had happened with Deji, when Deji told the actual story, she now went to talk to Chichi. Chichi was now venting, and then the next day Phyna was just hyping her that she should relax, calm down, she should just do that. She should do that who they.
These people try to shut the me like, hey, I think you're too hot. You need to calm down. Life is not like that. These people they're pressing me down. They don't let me shine.
We don't get together.
Are they mad?
So Chichi kept going off, and later on Diana now came to the room, and the next thing Chichi flew to go and attack. It was like, oh yeah, come here, like let's have it. Things went from 0 to like 1,000 real quick. Phyna was the one that tried to like mediate and stop her from doing anything. Now dragged her away from there. I was like, hey. I don't even know why she was calling Amaka in the equation, because like it had nothing to do with Amaka. Like I'm not, don't think I'm Amaka. I'm like babe, why? It's Amaka. Amaka just they collect stray bullets. Then Diana was now in the parlor, like left to the parlor. Chichi followed her there to go and attack. Bella was trying to stop them. That's how Bella self collects her food. They poured her food. Chichi now still went to, like, she was literally in Diana's face, like. All the things that she did yesterday, I feel like it's supposed to attract at least 2 strikes because it was just too much. Like one to be shouting, it's another thing to want to literally like enter the other person's face. I feel like she's going to get like maybe 1 strike sha, but let's see which one Big Brother gives. This is now when she was now crying. Eliswags tried to like console her. She was just not happy, like based on the way she was expressing herself. She wasn't happy that like she's not allowed to really go, maybe get physical, I guess, like. Then I think that's basically what happened during the fight. And we had Deji that was denying after the whole thing. He was like, well, he called her a market woman. That's Chichi. He called her a market woman. He was like, it's not as if you're even dating. Why will you go and throw away somebody's properties? So apparently Chichi threw away what they call it, Diana's things from Deji's locker, her perf, like so many things from his locker.
Why would you fling someone's thing from my wardrobe? We're not even dating, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, now market behavior. I did serious. And actually they called person market woman last Saturday. So Deji just said what he said. I found the video online, right? So it's not my voice. If you hear any voice, it's not my voice. Meanwhile, Diana has given Amaka a go ahead with Giddy Fire. She told her that she has nothing to do with Giddy Fire. They are not dating or anything. So anything Amaka wants to do, she can go ahead and do. I'm just wondering whether she'll be able to take the hit, seeing that she almost fought Rachel for the same guy or the same issues.
No, but we're not dating. So anything right now I want to tell you, anything that you want to go and do, feel free. Any girl, and this bitch that her, no. I finish her in front of every car. I said apparently she didn't know that me and the family were close.
We're watching, Sha. We're watching. We're gonna see how that's gonna play out. Then Chomzy has declared that she's open. That anybody that is able to fashi Eliswag, like ignore the fact that Eliswag is there and come and face her and like come onto her, that she's open. She's gonna give the person her attention 100%. And she said that in the presence of Eliswags.
He's the one driving me crazy now. Like, why are they backing down for this guy? It's very disappointing that they don't even know their strengths. Any guy that mans up enough and be like, I don't care about the swag, I'm going for this girl. Like, that guy is getting my attention 100%.
I don't know whether she wants everybody to still be on her matter, regardless of the fact that maybe there's somebody that's there. I don't know. She said they were doing it upstairs, now they're doing it downstairs. I don't know who exactly she's talking about. It may be Groovy, it may be Brian. It's not a small thing. Then we had Amaka and Giddy Fire. They were cuddling in bed, like their beds were close to each other, right? Amaka kept a space, Amaka kept a space for Giddy Fire beside her. So later on in the night, was asking her whether he could cuddle, and they were doing back and forth before they now finally agreed. Fortunately, finally agreed for them to cuddle. So I think I'm gonna end here. Let me know the details plenty. Let me just leave it at this. I mean, let me just leave it. Let me just leave you guys with this one. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. I love you.